Alain Ilunga versus Lukasz Swyridowicz. Brought to you by Restonic Mattresses, supporting dreams since 1938.
And here we go, folks. Next matchup on the way, this time in the welterweight division. Making his first appearance in the EFC is Polish fighter Lukasz Swyridowicz. This should be one of those fights as you have an absolute stone-cold beast here. It's Swyridowicz representing the Ronin UK fight team, and of course, one of the great training partners of your lightweight contender tonight, Joe Cummins. He has personally endorsed Swyridowicz. We've done the research. Graham Cartmel brought this guy on. It feels like he is a worthy contender to take on a guy in Alain Ilunga, who could be the uncrowned #1 contender in the division.
Yeah, when he says he wants to finish Alain Ilunga, he's not kidding. Joe Cummins had to, well, not beg, but he had to convince Graham Cartmel for quite a long time to bring Lukasz out here to South Africa from Birmingham. So he feels the need to finish his opponent really quickly. He says he wants to put a show on for the fans and rise up the welterweight division as soon as possible. So I expect some really spectacular fireworks from Lukasz Swyridowicz.
Yes, indeed, a guy that has been there on the UK fight scene and the Polish fight scene, both absolute hotbeds for quality MMA. They've been doing it a little bit longer, and they have produced some absolute animals when you take a look at the international scene. And you got to think about that. Obviously, Alain Ilunga has dominated Africa, and Africa has come an absolute long way in the past 10 years, especially under EFC's banner. That being said, has Lukasz Swyridowicz taken on more tough competition? Is that a possibility? Is that the mindset coming in here? It's like, listen, I've been fighting in UK and Poland. I can come in here and smash an African prospect. That could be in the head of Lukasz.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of European opponents come out here to South Africa and get handed easily by African fighters, particularly guys who really should be a former champion. I mean, like, Alain Ilunga is on a 6-fight winning tear, and we haven't seen him fight in almost 2 years. But Swyridowicz has an interesting record. Like you said, I don't think he's been up against the caliber of opponents that Alain Ilunga has. But he's got a couple of submission wins, has Lukasz Swyridowicz. He's got a couple of good knockout wins as well. He's got a checkered past, but he's very well balanced in all different areas of the hexagon. It'll be a lot for anyone to handle, and he's a big welterweight.
And they are dancing out here in the Sun Arena here at Times Square. Everybody in support of the Commando Boy, Alain Ilunga. Alain Ilunga, a guy that has been an absolute terror in the division, especially in the lightweight division. The guy has been absolutely ripping through the competition, but now he says he is not going back down to lightweight. He wants to stay at welterweight and do some damage. And all that means he can put on more muscle. He doesn't have to cut as much. And that same speed is going to be there. And that is what is exactly lethal about this man right here in Alain Ilunga. Yeah, it's been a fortunate amount of circumstances that we haven't seen Alain fight in almost 2 years. So cage rush might be an issue. But the fact that he was unfortunately a victim of mugging about 1.5 years ago that left him cut up pretty bad, so he couldn't even compete or train. Yeah. And a lot of his stablemates were actually champions. People like Don Madge, they were the lightweight champions holding up the division for Alain. So it's been tough for him. Well, you haven't seen him fight for 2 years, and he really should be a current champion of the EFC. He is a talent of note. No, he certainly is. Alain Ilunga coming out of that Constantia prep zone. Of course, Constantia, a proud partner, and you can be your champion and get Constantia held for you for only $340 Rand per month. You can SMS EFC to 38848. That is Constantia. And Alain Ilunga, some of the best knockouts I've seen, and actually to date, the knockout against Baron Nienaber was vicious. One of the best knockouts that I've ever seen, that I've ever called. Of course, it got eclipsed by Ilunga, but you're talking about a devastating KO, perfectly timed. that is what you have in store for you if you're Lukasz Swyridowicz.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And you're saying it's on a par with Ilunga, but it is the best head kick knockout I think we've seen in the EFC. I mean, I still think that Baron Nienauber's head is somewhere in orbit above this planet somewhere still.
I don't think he's been back since, so I think that says enough, right? But I think that really does.
But it's this variety of kicking attacks that is scary for his opponents, and he whips it up absolutely from nowhere. It's almost like an iron engine, and he goes from the thigh to the body to the head and back again.
Right now he's showing his dance moves right now.
Congolese music, we love it. He's a cracking character too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Restonic Mattresses, supporting dreams since 1938.
So with the easy equities tail of the tape, Swyridowicz, who is 3 years the elder, but a 2-inch height advantage goes to Alain Ilunga. But the most interesting statistic is the 8.3 inch reach advantage that the Congolese master enjoys. Certainly a superb matchup. So open up free easy equities account today to receive an investment kickstart of 50 Rand on us. Get your investment experience off to a flying start. Visit easyequities.co.za now. Let's get proceedings underway with Cyrus fees.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds in the EFC welterweight division. Introducing first, the fighter in the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist with 4 wins and 4 defeats. Standing 5'8" tall, weighing in at 168 pounds. Fighting out of Birmingham, England, Lukasz Swyridowicz. And now his opponent, standing across the hex, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with an impressive record of 11 wins, 5 defeats. Standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 168 pounds, fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa. I give you Alain, Commander Boy, Ilunga. Your referee when the action begins, Bobby Karagianidis.
The lovely Naomi Das welcoming the first round of this cracking welterweight bout. The Odyssey Hexagon Girls Rec Stiff and Gearbox has branches across South Africa in Gauteng, Durban, Port Elizabeth, East London, Cape Town and Polokwane, and now open right here in Pretoria at the N4 Gateway Industrial Park.
And here we go, Lukasz Swyridowicz ready for war in his debut, taking on Alain Ilunga, who is on a 6-fight win streak.
And has an 8.3 inch reach advantage, which for a striker is going to be very, very tough.
In the white, Swyridowicz. In the brown, that is Alain Ilunga. Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Do not blink.
Oh, perhaps that's Swyridowicz. He's prepared to take 1 or 2 kicks to the ribs to give 1 back with his right hand. Very physically imposing striker, but he's taken a couple of kicks from Alain, as we expected.
We talked about this. Joe Cummins has vouched for Swyridowicz about his ability as a guy that's in the gym with Cummins every day. Swyridowicz has made waves, not only in Poland, but in the UK. Great takedown by Alain Ilunga.
Oh, some nice left.
What ring rust?
Well, he's fighting with guys like Don Madge at Coach Kwan University, Chad Honeycomb, all those beasts at FFM.
Absolutely.
We say he hasn't fought in the EFC in 2 years, but we know he's been grinding in Joburg.
Well, you know what the problem's been. I mean, the guy's been right there in title contention, but he has been in a division with, like you said, Don Madge, who captured the title, and then Martin Van Staden as well. So it's been a difficult position for him. But now Swyridowicz looking to dole out a little punishment himself.
Yeah, and he's like big welterweight, as we said, so he's physically got stronger. Alain Ilunga's got the whizzer on his left-hand side controlling that, but Swyridowicz is going to play some leg game and see if he can get a sweep.
Big opportunity for both men, for Swyridowicz to instantly make himself a contender in the EFC. For Alain Ilunga, could this mean a title shot for him?
Oh, his title shot's been overdue for quite a while.
Well, I mean, maybe this is the one that puts it over the top. Maybe this is what gives him that opportunity.
I really hope so. So he's such an excellent fighter, such an exciting striker. And we saw there some beautiful takedowns, and he's got a wonderful ground game. I'd like to see what he's done with his jiu-jitsu over the past 2 years. Swyridowicz tries to change levels.
Yeah, he's trying to change levels. He's trying to drag him down to the grain, but Ilunga is doing so good with his balance and his takedown defense, and you said it so perfectly. he has absorbed so much from his training partners. It has made him a fighting machine.
Oh,
ooh, watch
nice
out.
Jumping front kick by Alain, but Swyridowicz almost caught him.
Here he comes! Swyridowicz!
Nice ankle pick by Alain to put his opponent down. Follows up by a lovely left knee to the solar plexus.
I kind of forgot how much I missed Alain Ilunga.
Yeah, he's such a great fighter, and just like I said, his range of kicking attacks. Got a beautiful question mark kick. If he's able to get some range going with Lukasz, the Polish guy may be in a bit of trouble, but this is the game plan from Swyridowicz. He wants to close the distance. He doesn't want anything to do with Alain Ilunga's kicking attack.
Well, it's what you have to do with Ilunga. You have to make him uncomfortable. You have to sap all that explosive energy out of him. So this is most definitely the route you want to take with a guy like Alain Ilunga. So props to Swyridowicz to sticking to the game plan.
Completely correct, Cyrus. The last time we saw this work against Alain Ilunga was his loss to Swyridowicz way back in the EFC 30. That was his last loss. And what Swyridowicz was able to do was pressure Alain and not give him that range to take off his kicking attacks. Swyridowicz obviously saw the tape, and that's exactly his game plan.
Swyridowicz did a great job of clinching. Alain Ilunga, though, throwing those lethal kicks. Those kicks can stop anybody.
It just comes from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour in a blink of an eyelid, and you don't see it coming. And once he starts bearing his kick attacks, you never know where it's going to go.
Beautiful left hand. Great recovery by Ilunga. You know, it's really hard for me to believe that Alain Ilunga is still only 28 years old. This is a guy that is by far in his fighting prime still.
Yeah, it's an amazing record he's got. He's fought the who's who, especially at lightweight. One of his most incredible losses was to his former teammate, Jamal Pennant, who went on a 4-fight losing streak but turned it around to go on to the 6th. Oh, he caught him beautifully!
Down goes Swyridowicz.
Swyridowicz is selling the fight, though.
Alain, the
Gets back to his
boy.
feet. That's a good left knee against the tummy. Swyridowicz did well to get back to his feet. That was quite a heavy blow. He's just
and the chants are raining in all around the Sun Arena. They are chanting for the Commando Boy. They want him to take a scalp. They want him to win this fight.
It's good recovery from Swyridowicz. He wants to clinch up again.
Coming out of the separation, so dangerous. Beautiful head kick. I feel like he's dialing something up. I feel like he has really bad intentions right now.
Yeah, you know, he's 2 years away and wanted to prove a point and actually get a shot at the title. He wants to prove to the crowd.
Beautiful kick to the body. He timed it well. Swyridowicz will get the takedown. And this is where the round will end.
Wow, well, we find out that Lukasz Swyridowicz, he's got a heck of a chin.
That was a barrage. That was something special right there. See Dino Bagatine in the crowd as well. Represented, of course, former welterweight champion in his own right.
Yeah, Dino knows something about taking and giving a shot with Alain Ilunga.
Certainly does. You know, and I think for Alain, as we take a look at the Restonic corner cam into Swyridowicz, you know, for Alain, I mean, you got to believe that if you're a teammate of his, you have to kind of feel bad for him that he never has got that shot. So many people have been empathetic of his position, but it's just, there's no other way to put it. You are in the camp with the last 2 lightweight champions, and you don't want to fight your teammates. No. You know, I get it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And it was 2 beautiful throws by Ilunga.
And Swyridowicz there landing the big left hand, so he's most definitely still in this fight. You can't count him out. And I can actually see Don Madge telling Alain to take a breath.
Yeah, it was a big
to calm himself down.
Big left knee from within the clinch to put the Polish man down. Did well to recover. Wide he can take a shot.
Sick round.
Yeah, that was a fantastic round.
Lukasz Swyridowicz, Alain Ilunga, they're ready to get at each other once again. Round 2 brought to you by Dragon Energy. Get a special edition EFC Dragon Energy today.
He's got hold of the neck, but I don't think it's in. Alain seems to be actually pulling hard.
Now it is. Now it is.
Oh, that's such a hard guillotine.
He's not getting out of that.
It's in deep.
Swyridowicz, can he drop him?
Leaning back, going in with a couple of knees. Alain seems okay.
No, he survived.
What an incredible escape by Alain with a smile on his face as well.
Yeah, look at that grin.
It did look like he was done, didn't it? And how he was able to escape from that and take a knee in there as well. Brilliant
that is
recovery.
Champion-type activity right there. That is what champions do. It's resiliency, Simon.
And now he's turning his opponent
Well
around.
done. Out of the separation, watch. If he separates, he's going to hurt him.
Wow.
Nice left hand, great counter by Ilunga. Going to the body this time, and he's going to charge him up against the fence.
Well, that choke was in deep, and he was really arching his back, trying to get as much lever into the guillotine as possible. Ilunga pops out with a smile. What a character.
That right there was, if nobody got a good photo of that, they really missed that opportunity, because that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, almost tries to pull Gargoyle Ilunga. It doesn't work, but he's got the single and he's working it. He's not letting it go. Swyridowicz tries to roll out.
And here we go. Here comes the right hands. A little ground and pound, and he is going to try to crowd him.
Oh, it's good right. Swyridowicz is in a bit of trouble there. He took a bad knee. He rolled out of trouble, but Ilunga, against the bigger opponent and the stronger opponent here at welterweight, he was able to continue rolling his opponent over the cage. Wow. I wanted to see what ground game Alain Ilunga had after 2 years away, and boy, he's starting to show it to us.
I keep waiting for Ilunga to throw one of those spinning. Oh, nice.
There's his little question mark. He does a beautiful little question mark kick. Went a little bit low with it.
And quickly, he's going to try to scramble to his feet. He backs himself up against the fence, but Swyridowicz picks up a takedown on Alain Ilunga.
Let's see how Alain was able to get up from this. The Polish man has a leg trapped. He's fighting for a little bit of wrist control. He's sitting up against the hex. He would be able to wall walk. Don't mind just shouting over him to walk up. He's just trapped a little bit. It's a difficult position for him, but he's got out of it before. He just wants to reset him to get a bit more ascendancy.
You can see great strategy by Swyridowicz, just using his head to kind of butt it into the chin and the jaw, making life very uncomfortable for Ilunga. Those are veteran moves by Lukasz Swyridowicz.
Yeah, he's still got that leg trap, not getting him anywhere. There's not pretty much punishment down here on Alain. There's still a bit of a chess match going on here. Still fighting for that right wrist, both lads.
Watch out for another guillotine attempt as well. If you're Ilunga, you don't want to duck right into one.
Oh, I guess
great job.
Wow.
Use that wizard position and use the wrist control to get to his feet. Well done by Alain Ilunga.
And it's another good position for Alain. We know what wonderful sweeps and tosses he's got from this position. We've seen it countless times before.
Alain Ilunga definitely knows what's on the line. He knows how close he is to a championship opportunity, but it can all be taken away with a loss to Lukasz Swyridowicz.
Swyridowicz doing well. These are two grinding rounds we've seen with 1 minute.
Oh, right down the middle. A lunging punch as he got his leg taken out from underneath him by Alain Ilunga.
Swyridowicz headhunting. Alain waiting for the counter. He's back up against the hex. Not a great position for him to be in. He's still got the range.
I love what Swyridowicz is doing right now, staying in the space of Alain Ilunga. Because like a guy like a Baron Nienaber, he gave him so much space to work with, and that's when he ended up, counting lights or sleeping for a little bit.
Swyridowicz is just an old-fashioned brawler, isn't he?
Yes.
Keep the pressure on, see if you can knock your opponent out, drain him down. Looking for the single.
Can he get it? He is trying to get it. Great takedown defense by the Commando boy. 30 seconds left in round number 2. Highly contested matchup.
I'm impressed with Swyridowicz, considering this is his first fight at altitude up here on the high felt in Pretoria, South Africa. He's doing actually very, very well, considering it's his first fight at this way above sea level.
And of course, laying in wait for Ilunga, if he should get that far, of course, is Gunter Kalunda, an absolute animal. Could you imagine the physicality in that matchup?
Interesting spinning back fist that misses from Swyridowicz. Great round.
We got to do one more, though. That's right, one more.
I don't know how you're going to score this, Cyrus, but it's going to make it way more interesting for this third round.
I think Swyridowicz took that one. I think that was a nice round there by Lukasz Swyridowicz. He did enough. He got the takedowns. I think he was in control for the most part in that round. I think they may be a round apiece going into the third, which is great for the drama.
No, I completely agree with you. Swyridowicz, one of those guys who wants to close the distance, willing to take a leg kick so he can just exchange with one punch. How deep was that guillotine, and how did Ilunga get out of it?
No, I was so impressed.
I need him out of his own submission.
There's
almost.
the smile right on point.
Yeah, it was a good left from Swyridowicz. Was able to bit of a trip. Beautiful.
Yeah,
leg
just
kick
kind of
puts him
caught him
down.
off guard a little bit. Swyridowicz has really shown me, though, how quality of an opponent he is. I think anybody that maybe had any trepidation about Lukasz Swyridowicz, all that's going to get wiped away now. The guy's legit.
Good signing. Great signing for the EFC. And great to have another Polish gentleman out here. We've got Karolina Wojciech, obviously one of our women's champions out in the EFC. Getting more EFC fighters coming out here. Some great MMA going on in Warsaw. And it's great to see it coming out here to South Africa. Good signing, you're right.
Third and final round brought to you by Dragon Energy, the official energy drink of the EFC. Ilunga and Swyridowicz.
Yeah, ate that one as if it was a mosquito.
Coming in, southpaw stance. Here comes Swyridowicz.
Oh,
right
it's a good
down
left.
the middle. And he's looking for a takedown. Can he put it together? He cannot. Ilunga thwarts the takedown. And now right in his corner, he is trying to get instruction from his teammates, JP Bays, Don Madge, and Pupanga Tresser.
Yeah, they want him to get away from the hex fence. They want him to carry on. There's a bit of a low blow there. Is he struggling there? He's wincing. Seemed pretty legitimate to me. His corner pointing something out, but I think they want Alain Ilunga to actually move away from the hex and create a bit of range so he can counter with the kicking, which is where he was working well. Good clinch whip from Swyridowicz.
Nah, he's very good at what he does. He obviously knows his strengths, and he is playing to his strengths.
Keep in mind Alain Ilunga is a natural lightweight fighting here at welter against the bigger gentleman. I think he's doing darn well.
Nice foot stomps, then follows it up with a knee. Alain Ilunga with the small shots that make a big difference. And get very tired as well. You can see Swyridowicz, and he's just kind of resting his head there, and it appears that he is starting to get a little tired.
Yeah, he is, but Alain can't come away from the hex, even with a bit of shoulder barge. He's going a bit old school, attritional with those foot stomps and the shoulder blows, but not able to move his opponent away from the fence. He's struggling to move his opponent around, but Swyridowicz doesn't want anything to do with it. Looking for the throw, Alain Ilunga turns it around nicely.
Well done. Alain Ilunga, this is his opportunity, because I think Swyridowicz has really started to run out of gas. I think he is just kind of on autopilot at this point, using the clinch to his advantage.
But then it goes to the old scoring conundrum, doesn't it? Do you score damage over control or control over damage? And what, have we got a low blow here?
It appears that we do have a low blow. And what's up with Bobby Karagianidis?
What's up with Bobby?
He's been so busy dealing with illegal shots.
Yeah, we've had quite a few DQs this evening. Swyridowicz has 5 minutes to gather himself.
No, he's not going to lose a point, is he? Okay. Whew, gosh, he had me worried there for a second. Bobby grabbed a hold of his hand. I was like, oh, come on.
Bobby doesn't want any more low blows tonight, I can tell you that. Oh, it was a beautiful spinning back kick.
Oh, he is so nasty.
That's what we come to expect from Commander Boy Ilunga.
He is absolutely disgusting with those kicks.
Oh, that was delicious. As Swyridowicz just moves forward.
Delicious and disgusting at the same time. And he gets on top.
Trip by Ilunga.
Could this be the beginning to the end?
Nice elbow as well to finish it as soon as he comes to the ground. Swyridowicz fighting against him on the right side.
You can see his camp right there yelling at him. This is it. You've got to win right now.
If it's a round apiece, he's got to put a question mark. He's got to finish this fight.
Swyridowicz not giving up. No give up in his body. So impressed with this Polish fighter. But Ilunga has him on the ropes.
Less than 2 minutes left.
In a full mount. And here comes the right hand.
It's a nasty blow, just corner asking for the elbow. Keeps going with that right hand. He's got the right arm of Swyridowicz trapped.
He's in no man's land right now.
Difficult position in a
Where
seated
do you
position.
go if you're Swyridowicz?
Yeah. Especially when you're gassed. I mean, he came out of the bell into the third round, really struggling for air. What has he got left with 1 minute 30 left?
Great technique there by Swyridowicz to get that leg up. He is trying to get his feet underneath him, and he's going to. It appears.
Can't see if this
if
angle
he can walk up that fence.
Alain's got a nasty guillotine. It's a good position for him to be in, but he's happy to give a couple of blows and pity powder and wind down the points.
Alain Ilunga Small shots, a little bit of ground and pound here. Can he do enough to get the stoppage? Nice left hand, putting the pressure on a big knee, and it just missed.
Did well to get from his feet from that difficult seated position up against the Hex.
That knee was the finishing blow, but he couldn't get it flush. Nice little slap to the ear there.
He's gone old school today, hasn't he?
No, he really has. No, that's just, you know, working with, you know, the best coach in the country in Richie Kwan. Learning these little small things that can change a fight around.
Swyridowicz just trying to gasp for air and wind down the clock.
Time's ticking away. Swyridowicz may end up in a dominant position at the end of the round and make the decision difficult.
Almost gets him down.
Well done by Ilunga.
2 nice left hooks on the way back up. But I think that takedown in the 3rd round is probably puts the decision win to Alain Ilunga.
Now his corner feels like he's done enough. Here we go. Looking for a takedown, he doesn't get it. We go all 3 rounds, and now the judges have to do their job. What decision will they render? Will Alain Ilunga get to the title? Will he get a title shot against Guja Kalunda? Or will Lukasz Swyridowicz have a successful? And now he is pleading to the president of the EFC, Cairo Howard.
And that's a fair plea. It's well deserved.
No, you better believe
he deserved
it.
It a long time ago.
Still has to get his hand raised. We are not through yet. Do not count your chickens before they hatch. That's what they say in Tennessee.
Really?
You just don't count the chickens, okay? Don't ever count the chickens.
Well, hopefully they come home to roost for Alain Ilunga tonight, because I think he deserves a shot at the title.
Well, I think if we're playing judge, which we played judge before and we've been wrong, but I think he won as well, but you just never know.
What a great EFC debut for Lukasz Swyridowicz, though.
He's definitely earned his way back, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him fight again.
Well done by Alain Ilunga, and here comes the show of respect. That is what the sport is all about. 2 men with the respect. Incredible. Let's take a look at the action replay brought to you by Restonic Mattresses.
Yeah, it was a beautiful spinning back kick from Alain Ilunga. We've seen that kind of kick from him before, and it was the one that took Baron Nidaba's head off. Some beautiful tosses from Alain Ilunga. He's got some great judo. Really happy to put the pitter-patter. We saw foot stomps, we saw shoulder barges, and some great old-school fighting from Alain Ilunga. But he was still very strong in the clinch, considering he was giving up a fair bit of weight to his opponent. A natural lightweight is Alain Ilunga, fighting at welterweight, and still matched the strength of Lukasz Swyridowicz. It would take his opponent down several times. A cracking fight, really good back and forth by both athletes. And that is a man right there who deserves a shot at the title. It's time to listen to the decision now. Let's get the announcement now from Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27, all for your winner by unanimous decision. Alain Commander Boy Ilunga.
Alain, after that fantastic fight, you went over there to EFC President Cairo Howard. What were you asking him for?
Yeah, thank you so much, EFC. Yeah, you know, I was training hard with a good sparring partner and a good bed coach and the wall. Yeah, you know, yeah.
So is it the title you want next? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I want to fight, bro. I want to fight. I don't want to sit for long again. I don't want like anything gonna give me, anytime gonna give me the fight, I'll fight. I want the fight, please guys. I'm right. I want to fight just right soon. EFC, please, just give me a fight. I want to fight. I want to fight everyone in the top fight. Yeah, thank you.
D'accord, I've got to agree with you on that. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Alain, Commander Boy Ilunga.
You know, that guy just wants to fight. Let him fight. Alain Ilunga is back in action, and he is right there in the mix in the welterweight division. And if I'm booking that title fight, because that is fireworks written all over it. I would love to see Kalunda and Ilunga. Let's do that. That would be a lot of fun.